Alright, so today we're going to make chili. This is Randy's homemade simple Texas chili. It's a recipe that I got out of a cookbook that I've modified a little bit to make it my own. Here's a quick shot of the ingredients. Chili beans, tomato sauce, diced tomatoes. This is garlic. Normally I would do the cloves, but couldn't find them this time. Bay leaves, chili powder, cumin, a little black pepper, seasoned salt of some type, an onion, some parsley, turkey, and ground beef. So we start by chopping up the onion. This is where I end up crying.
What?
End up crying because the onion's in your eyes.
Oh.
Right?
Right.
This isn't a no tears onion, if there is such a thing. I just kind of found just quartering it. And then slice it down the quarters. Gonna turn on our oven or stove to about medium heat, and I'm gonna add just a little bit of vegetable oil. Add the onions to the frying pan. And just brown them. It calls for 4 to 6 garlic cloves. Store didn't have them this time, so we got this minced garlic, and it's a half a teaspoon per clove. So we'll add that in roughly. Should be about right. So next I'm going to add the turkey, and I want everything to be small pieces, so I'll take a knife ahead of time and slice through it to break it up a little bit before I add it to the pan. Continue to break it up. Now I'm going to brown the turkey and the ground beef at low temperature, medium temperature, same as what I've been doing the onions at. The idea is to kind of slow cook them so that they don't end up being big chunks. I want everything to be kind of broken up into small pieces. Now I add the ground beef, and I went with a very lean mixture, 95%, so it's a little on the expensive side, but the idea is you're not going to drain this afterwards because you're draining all the spices and everything out of it. So you want to go with something fairly lean so it keeps the turkey from being, or the chili from being too fatty. At this point I usually start to flip it over, put the onions on the top, and the meat down on the frying pan to cook. And the idea is to just take your spatula and just keep breaking it up. You want everything to be small pieces, no big chunks. Okay, so while that's simmering, we're going to come back over here and put together our spices. We'll start with a tablespoon of some type of seasoned salt or crazy salt or whatever is available.
Seasoned salt.
I'm going to go with chili powder and add 2 tablespoons of that. Add more if you want it spicier. And there's really nothing else added to this to make it spicy, so it is going to be the chili powder that gets the spice to it. And then 1 teaspoon of cumin. And then I typically add a little black pepper just to add a little more flavor to it. So, roughly about 3/4 of a teaspoon or so. So I'm going to mix up my spices and I'm going to put them right on the meat, and as the meat browns I'm going to cook the spices right into it. So add it in, turn your meat. Remember, we're trying to brown this slowly so that it breaks it down more than if you quickly brown it on high. Take your spatula, break up the chunks. We want to keep everything small pieces. No big pieces here. Sprinkle some more of the seasoning on top of everything. Continue to use a spatula, break up the pieces. You really want to get a real fine mixture of the beef and the turkey, the onions and the seasoning. So you can see it's starting to get all finely chopped up and browned, and it's just about ready to go into the pot. So I'll leave this here kind of low. And I'll move over to adding the other ingredients into the crock pot. Okay, so this is where it gets simple. Like I said, this is simple Texas chili mix. So it's really just opening cans. And like I said, the canned ingredients are diced tomatoes, 2 cans of diced tomatoes, and 3 cans of tomato sauce. And then 2 cans of dark red chili beans. Now you want to add your ground beef, turkey, and seasonings right into the crock pot. Stir everything into it. Alright, so the last piece of this, we've got everything in the pot except for the parsley and the bay leaves, so we're going to add those next. You want to chop the parsley up. So usually what I end up doing is just tearing off the leaves, get a bunch of them. So it says 2 to 3 tablespoons. By the time you chop this up, it gets pretty small, so you need a pretty good sized pile to start with. Sort of like pulling weeds. Alright, so that's about what I'm going to chop it to. So we're going to add this into the mix. Stir it in. So you can see everything's mixed in there nicely. Bay leaves are the last piece that you add. You just add 2 to 3 bay leaves. What you want to do is float them on top. Cover it. Set your timer for whatever you think you need. In this case, I'm going to do 6 hours. It should be about right. 4 to 6 hours should be about fine. And wait until it's done. We'll follow up with when it's complete and a taste test. Okay, so now it's been about 4 hours and the chili should be done cooking, and we'll take a look. And we want to take out the bay leaves.
Oh, stop.
Give it a stir and it's ready to eat.